Karibuni, welcome tuelimishwe kwa masuala ya jamii, tuchunguze sana mbalimbali, tujuze juu ya matukio ya kila pembe, towapa burudani kwa familia nzima.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Girls Talk. It's another Wednesday, and you know what we have every single Wednesday at 9:30. We have Girls Talk. Remember, we are live on Facebook, Heart in Heart, and then on YouTube, we're still live there, the Heart in Heart official. So tonight's show, remember to put the hashtag Girls Talk, hashtag Heart in Heart. And remember, we are continuing with last week's discussion when we talked about the stupid, weirdest things we've done for love. And tonight we continue with that discussion, only that this time we are bringing you your own experiences, and we want to hear what you guys have been bringing out there in the name of love. Now, before I do that, let me bring on board my very able, amazing, beautiful co-host, Noreen Ambata. Drum rolls, Noreen, karibu sana. Hi, Noreen.
Hi, Frida. How are you doing? Hey, your side. The energy is for me. No, I'm here. I'm here like
Karibu sana. Karibu sana. Glad and I'm happy to have you on board. We can't wait to have this discussion. And the other co-host is Nyanduko 254. Where are you, Nyanduko? Join us here. We need to talk, Bana. We need to talk. Hi, Nyanduko.
Nilikuwa nangoja hiyo salamu sana. Hi guys, hi Noreen, hi Frida, you are looking beautiful. It's gonna be an amazing night. So that we are continuing with last week's conversation, and I just can't wait. I'm here for all of it. So welcome. Tag people, waite wakuje, and we're gonna have an amazing time. Okay, back to you, Frida.
Exactly. So for those who don't know me, Frida Nguku here, and let's bring in one of you guys. Like I say, tulienda kwa street. We got some of your feedback, and we are bringing them here so that we can talk about it. And tonight, let's listen to our first case scenario. Let me call it case scenario of Elsie, who did some very weird thing for love. Take a look.
So my clowning moment, it happened over 9 months. Yes. So someone led me on for 9 months, 9 good months, and all this time I was being treated like the baby girl I am, gifts, dates, you name it. And I knew, this is it. Tushamaliza kutafuta. 9 months down the line, no questions. I don't assume that I'm a girlfriend if you've not asked me. So I was waiting for that. So this day he asks me on a date, and he does it so formally that I'm like, ini ile siku. So I assumed that this is the day that he pops the question. So you can imagine I dressed up, all these kind of things that we do when we are going for a big date, only to realize I was his date for an event that I was overdressed. Yeah. So going home, I felt so stupid. I wanted to cry and I wanted to laugh, but I could do neither. Yeah. And then, so that was my wake-up call. After that, I just cut it off. 3 months later, he's dating someone officially, and 6 months later, they got married. Yeah. Talk over 9 months clown. This is me. So after 3 dates, if someone doesn't tell you their intention, wachana na wao, don't be a clown like me.
Oh my goodness. 9 months of someone pursuing you, or would say someone just making sure they buy you gift, they're taking you out, small bits, and you're here thinking, you know what, I have a guy here. And then you invite him for a date, and you go on this date thinking it's the time this guy's gonna ask for, your hand, not in marriage though, but as a girlfriend. And then you realize it's just an event. You're literally just overdressed, Nyanduko. And then 3 months, the guy ends up getting married and dating officially. Did you hear the official bit?
Frida, I tell people never assume that someone is your girlfriend or my boyfriend unless they have told you. This problem of dating yourself, you get yourself into a relationship, you will break your own heart with bias. And someone has to tell you, what are we? That is where you ask, what are we? By the way, humans, what are we? Because you will sit there and wash and cook. I tell people, do not do wife duties on a girlfriend's
As a
salary.
girlfriend. Yes,
Wewe
yes.
unataka kupika and haujaulizwa, you will suffer. You will break your own heart. Noreen.
Okay, so I'm listening to the whole story of Elsie, and I'm just trying to connect the dots, and I'm like, okay, so this girlfriend, mwenye alikuwa the main chick at that point, Elsie was coming in as AOB, any other business, as ETC. Like when I'm looking at this, So, looking at the whole thing, the lady, I assume, ni mtu mwenye maybe she made it in life and she didn't need easy gifts and all that. So this guy was just looking for someone that he can spend his money on. And now it was Elsie. Elsie, the smile, the way she twangs and everything. So she's so beautiful to hang around with. And months, alafu 3 months of serious dating, 6 months later, someone else getting married. Elsie, if you're here, Elsie, did you attend that wedding? And if you attended that wedding, how was that feeling? How was the feeling?
I hope, Frida, 9 months is a long time. 9 months is enough for someone to get pregnant and get a whole baby.
Exactly.
9 months. Ay, man, this is again 9 months of her life.
And then there's another now 6 months and 3 months. 6 months plus 3, that's another 9. So it'll take your 9 months with the lady, took another 9 months, and then the guy's here and married. But let's see what people have to say on the comment section. Princess Wekesa, Elsie Woye, usijali sweetie, ni life. But then ni life. See, ni hard, ni life. What's what, Derek? Welcome to the building. What's what? People should just get married, then start dating afterward and fall in love after marriage. Haya. Shikote Omongo Abia. Karibu sana in the building. I see Shikote. Dates should not last for more than 2 months. Yeah. That's a man. Do you guys agree? Dates should last. Hey, but tuned in. Shikote tuned in from Ebutsarwa. Shikote, tell us where that place is. Idris Guyo, karibu sana to the building. Thank you for joining Gastok. Thanks for the other side. And I think akumaliza, then message ikajituma. Princess Wekesa, hello, Tunes, welcome. Princess Wekesa, glad to have you on the show. Makomere Gilbert, karibu sana from Men's Den, Ngozi ya Chui. Leo tumeamua, by the way, sisi ni Chui. Leo tunakula, Chui wanakulanga lion. Yeah, if you have a lion somewhere, please bring on board. Me and Nyanduko are gonna eat it up. Shikote Omongo Abia, dates should not last more than 2 months. Yes, yeah. Please tell me, should dates last anything less than 2 months, or should they be more than 2 months? How long is long for you to date someone? Because Elsie has gone through a lot. Kipro Roda, always here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, alafu, we're divorced after how long? Why are you already going to the negative side? Why are you already going to the divorce banner? Wataishi. Shikote again saying Ebutaswa is in Luanda. Luanda Maseno. Wow. Guys, we have guys all the way from Maseno, Luanda, uko karibu sana Shikote. Joshua Mutua, karibu sana to the building. A focused man should be able to marry the love of her life within the first year of dating. I agree. That bit, I agree. But I think it comes with age. Makomere Gilbert, karibu sana to love still exists. Do love still exist? Ama ni ile ya Yesu tu. Hashtag Gastok. Oh my goodness. Do you guys feel like Ude mali waste time sana? I mean, in 2 months, like Shem says, Shikote, that inafako asha move to the next thing. Do you feel like that is what happened? Noreen?
Listen, for me, 9 months is a very long time. And I would really want to know or ask to know what happened. Like, did this guy ever told Elsie about their future? Did he talk about? So if he didn't talk about future and Elsie was there, I can imagine how Elsie dressed for that date. I can imagine.
By
Imagine you're
the
told,
way,
we
hey,
are going for a date. I'm taking you on a date. Unavaa aje? Like,
hey.
even the hair. Utafuliza, you go do that hair, my friend. But now you know it will come back. Itarudi. So, for me, manze, 9 months is a long time. Manze,
It's a
and
lot. Yeah, it's a lot, by the way.
yeah, and I agree with her. Manze, guys, if you're watching, the guys who are watching, please, tuambieni tu kusema ni nini hii tuko ndani. What do you want? Do you want me?
Nyanduko.
I honestly think, Frida, people are saying in the comments that dating should be 2 months. Maybe I think so long as you guys have agreed, you know where you stand, you know what the plan is. You can date for as long as you need, because we are hurrying up and getting married and having a short wedding and not having the wedding of your life. Please, with me, take all the time you want, so long as we know where we are. We have structured this and we know where it's going. We know the end game. We're not just wasting our time. If you're wasting my time, tell me. We waste each other's time. We do what we gotta do. Kama
inaweza kuwa hata mimi nataka kuwaste.
Yes, labda niko na ya kuwaste. Kama sina ninasonga to whoever wants to settle.
And I love what Elsie said at the end of the video, that if you get to meet a guy 3 times, 3 dates, and this guy has not asked you to be the girlfriend, please don't assume. And that is already enough dates. 3 dates, please move on. Anyway, guys, remember, it's hashtag Gas Talk. Yeah?
3 dates, Frida, and someone is going to cook omelette in those big t-shirts, and now you have assumed you're the girlfriend. You will break the girlfriend will come and beat you from that house.
Yeah, wonderful. Again, 3 dates of, Manzi, you look cute today. I love your voice. 3 dates of,
what is your favorite color?
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, you can leave us your weird, stupid things you've done for love on the comment section, and we're going to interact with you guys, because tonight we are talking about your experiences, not necessarily our experiences. Again, on the street, we found this another amazing lady who decided, let me tell you guys, I have been a clown. Take a look.
Most stupid thing that still makes me feel stupid. I was seeing this guy and things were going well, so nikaenda sleepover for the very first time, and things were going so well until he got a phone call, apparently from his brother, ampeleke keys. And he told me ataniacha kwa nyumba, and I was okay with that, but alienda akakaa for too long until I dozed off. Now what woke me up was his text telling me to leave, telling me that ex-girlfriend wake amemcall akimwambia she's coming to the house. Na since he was not in the house, he didn't want the ex-girlfriend to find me and aanze vita. So me, stupidly, I walked out. I didn't even know where I was because this was my first time here. So I just walked. Nikitafuta stage, it's at night. I was crying. Funny thing is, I forgave him after he called.
After he called thing for me. Oh my goodness. Your supposed brother just called your boyfriend, and now you have to leave the house because, you know what? My ex decided to come to the house. I don't want them to meet you. No, look what those man say. Like your boyfriend. Guys, I want to hear what you have on the comment section. What do you think about this story? What do you think about Kens? Her name is Kens. Whatever she went through, was that even normal? Noreen, what do you think?
Okay. First of all, what is your ex coming to do in your house?
Exactly.
What is your ex coming to do? Like, ex uliachana naye, so you're looking at something that you have right now. Why is she coming back? Why is she calling you to tell you that she's coming? So
I remember.
Yes, alichezwa. Maybe.
On that note, Goja Noreen, on that note of kuchezwa, wanted to take a short break because I want guys to ponder on that. Ndo tukirudi, watuambie what they think. Nyandu, naona umekuja na fujo. Let's take a very short break. We'll be right back in a few.
Anapenda chapati na hana pan. Uliona ile mimi msichana mwenye anaendanga kwa boyfriend na pan? Huyo msichana ni mimi. Nitaendelea the second
Unabeba
part.
pants from your hostel to his hostel.
Babes, nilikuwa naweka pan kwa kibeti, ninaenda kupikia boyfriend.
Lakini wewe Nyanduko, how are you even
Yaitwa mke nyumbani.
Everyone tells you to watch out for the following signs and symptoms which might indicate that you are a mental health patient. Everyone gives you a clinical approach on how to tackle your mental health problems. But me, I'm no expert. I'm just an artistic soul with a simple life and a simple approach on how to stay sane in a world designed to drive you insane. Simple, the EP. Enjoy.
That was clowning moment kwanza ya Nyanduko. Hiyo ya pan, the one you saw, that was Nyanduko's clowning moment last week's episode. If you've not watched that episode, remember you can always go back on Facebook.
Really,
the Art in Hearts.
You people just had to. You had to.
Nyanduko ulibeba pan. Ulibeba pan, boss. Ulibeba pan. Clowning like clowning.
And I learned from it. Baby pan anymore.
Talking about mental health, now that we've seen that mental health clip, do you think Kez, who literally went to the boyfriend and then ex happened to show up, asema manzi alilia, manzi kuna vile unaenda unapatwa na depression na stress, if this was your boyfriend and you're like, how do I even move from going through mental illness because I mean ex decided to show up?
Frida, your self-esteem takes a serious blow.
Yes.
Because you're like,
oh my goodness.
Wow. Yani naambiwa niende because an ex is coming. Yani if your boyfriend tells you, enda kwenu, enda kwako, because, and it's at night, he doesn't care how you're going to get home. Maze, your self-esteem will take a serious toll. And then for those of us who love with our hearts and not our minds, your heart will be broken to a million little pieces. And then you'll have a hard time piecing those pieces together. By the time you recollect yourself, when you're heartbreaker, the chair lady of heartbreaks.
So apparently, imagine, and the funny thing is, when in this whole situation, you never think why the ex is coming back, why this guy disappeared for so long until I actually fell asleep. But when he comes back later and calls, you're like, let me take this guy back because the ex ameenda to Kokoa. So anyway, let's see what people have to say before Noreen comes in and tells what you think about Kez. Aromi vibes all the way from Qatar. Welcome to the building. Good to have you. We'd like to hear what some of the clowning moments. Ashikote Omongo, Elsie alianza kula pension before anze kazi. Clearly. Ngoja mpaka upate job. Princess Wekesa, kama mbaya. Nyanduko tit for tat. Nyanduko in the clowning moment of the pan. Man, Claire and Adachi. I hope I read that right. Nimekwama hapo kwa 9 months. What were they discussing all the dates, by the way? Like 9 months, what were you discussing? What were you discussing?
It's a long time.
9 months. It is a long time, Manzi. Kipro Road, hashtag Art in Heart. Huyu ndio nakumkanga hashtag. Guys, hashtag Art in Heart. Hashtag. Sawa. Hashtag Girls Talk.
I will date for as long as I want. Mimi sikimbili maisha ya kuwekwa jela. Please, you and I both keep road. I am with you. You are my space animal. I am your space animal.
Take your time. Don't better. Where? Vile mmetafuta hii live aki. Nyanduko ulisahau kunitumia link. Nyanduko, why are you failing our fellow people out there? Fans wanataka kujoin na wewe, link umeficha kwa pan.
Hata munitoe hapa niende nipeane link ninarudi.
Anyway, let's hear, guys, what you have to say. Noreen had something to say about Elsie. Elsie went to the boyfriend and she was told that ex is coming, so you have to leave at night, and she didn't know where she was. She had to figure out a way out. Noreen, what's your take on this?
We are talking about Kez.
Yes.
We're talking about Kez, yeah. And allow me to correct that. So, you've gone to a boyfriend place and all that has happened. Then it happens that amepiga simu, you're like, okay, my baby has called, my angel has called. So when this tells me one thing, and this is one thing for sure that ladies will know. When you get into a relationship, tunaingiza kichwa, miguu, mikono, tumbo, everything, we are inside. hakuna hiyo mguu ya allowance ya kutoka nje in case something goes wrong. So I think Kez was in that moment yenye manze, if you come back and say sorry, mi by then nimechagua tu wewe, even if we have this ex mwenye anakusumbua, I'm still okay, bora ye ni ex, mi ni number one. And Kez, why are you being lied to? Mbona hukuona hapo kuna gray area like but it's okay. That was clowning, and it's good that you overcame, and you are where you are right now. And for those who are watching, it is a lesson that you can learn. When someone tells you X, what are they still doing with their exes right now?
Exactly. And I think when you're starting to date someone, you need to have these kind of discussions. Your exes, are you still talking? And what is it that you're talking with your ex anyway? I don't know what it is unless Mefika's view wapido. Nyanduko.
I want to say something. If your ex is still your friend, why did you break up? I'm not saying y'all should be enemies at his I don't want to hear about you. But if you are still talking and meeting up, please, I'm not dating anyone who has business with their exes. That is how the ex goes and gets paid for the man. And now you have a baby mama. Please, if you're friends with your ex, count me out.
And that's why in Africa, you're in a relationship, you get a baby, and then a few months later, you're like, I also have a baby somewhere. Na mtoto wako na wake wameachana na 2 months. And you're wondering what has been happening.
2 weeks.
So Kez decided to leave and go. My goodness, guys, now someone else also decided to give us their clowning moment, because we are doing the most as ladies out here, Manzi. I feel like ladies are doing the most. But guys,
we're doing everything but our homework from school. Anyway, we want the assignment. We are working. Hey, Bana, it's too much work, Bana. Chill, chill.
And I want to say this before I start to skiz at that lady who decided to clown on the gossip corner tonight. We are talking about clowning moment from men. Like, we are talking about ladies here. You people have no idea the kind of things men are doing out. By the way, I was shocked to hear these stories. I was like, I thought it was just us ladies who actually clown.
Ultimate clowns. Men are the ultimate clowns.
Men are clowning out here. Anyway, we're getting into that with the gossip corner. But before that, let's get to hear what this lady has to say about her clowning moment. Take a look.
You sacrifice not having friends for this, for love. You sacrifice ukae peke yako lonely. Uko ule dem takangi stories za mademu wengine. Unanyamazia wasee, si kwa ubaya, but like juu nikikuwa na mabeshte, boy atanicheki. Crazy.
Her name is Beverly. Now, it's how she's talking for me. She's like, you sacrifice your friends, you become lonely because you've let go of your. It's how she's talking for me, because I'm like, she is feeling it. You get into a point where you're dating someone, but they're like, you know what? Your friends are not good friends. You need to leave them. They don't do you any favor. You need to just be with me and me alone. You cannot even have a girlfriend. And I feel like that's actually torture. What do you think, Noreen?
This lady, Beverly, was in a relationship where it looks like a very small prison for her.
Mm-hmm.
There are things you're not allowed to do. There are things you're not allowed to do. There are people you're not allowed to associate with, because when you're in a prison, there are people you'll not see. You'll not interact with the friends you used to interact when you are free. So, in relationship, she was put in a place where you cannot do this, you cannot do that. You go my way. Either go my way or
the highway.
Baba, sorry you had to go through that, my friend.
Beverly, my friend. But do you feel, Nyanduko, do you feel when it comes to men, like us as ladies, would you be dating a man and then you tell him that you don't want him to have friends, male friends in this case? Because us women are very close with our two girlfriends. Very close. Imagine now your very good friend, umeambiwa usimuongeleshe.
I have been there, done that.
Clowning moments, Nyanduko.
I'm the chair lady of all clowns, Nyanduko 254. So you did a guy, he found you with his friends. And now suddenly he feels like you're just too good for this. What makes you think I'm different from them? They are my friends. You know, you found I knew them before I knew you. And now you want to come into my life and tell me I should drop my friends for you. Dude, unless Kabisa there's a valid reason why I should drop a friend. Kabisa, unless the friend was hitting on you, I'm making weird advances. But if it is just you want me to drop them because you just don't like them, not gonna happen. And I've dated a guy that I've told to drop a few friends with valid reasons. Just don't tell people to drop their friends without a reason. Yeah, so unless you have a valid reason, alafu usikue lonely. Now you because you are dating, now you are dropping everyone else. I just want to see my man and love him and drop atakuacha. Utarudi wapi? Keep your friends. Keep your friends. Ha.
But they keep your friends. I feel like Noreen, go ahead.
Thank you. Nyanduko, I think I just want to echo on what you just said right now. You need to keep friends. Because sa ile utawachwa, itabidi uachike. And now you'll come back to Frida. Aki Frida, you know, nimewachwa.
I am sorry. I am sorry.
Because of Mr. X. Like, okay, you'll expect such. Of course, Frida will not take that. But imagine putting yourself in a position where mtu alikwambia usifanye hivi. Na wewe na werevu wako wote ukasema, I cannot do that baby because nakupenda. Mimi Nyanduko naachana na yeye kabisa. Naachana na yeye ni wewe tu mbele na nyuma.
You will come back.
I feel like a man can really tell you that I don't like your friend because of 1 or 2, 3 things, whatever it is, but it has to be your decision that you're making, whether I want to do away with Nyanduko or Noreen.
Yeah.
Yes, knowing the consequences of what might happen in case I am left and now my life that I was used to does not exist anymore. Will my friends still be there? Will I be able to cope without them? But don't be lonely like Beverly said, you're lonely. Don't be lonely. Let's get on the comment section. Yes, Makomere Gilbert says, kwani forgiveness changed meaning? No, Gilbert. Forgive, no, ita change bado tuko Nyanduko vile mmetafuta hii live that was just Nyanduko tutamtafuta huko ata make sure ametumia link next time. So guys, remember also there is #gastalk. Mweke hiyo hashtag. Aki mapenzi, yani day 1 tu na wezi pea watu starehe. It's all right, Princess Wekesa. Shikosha Mongo, huyu kijana si dereva, ni manamba, anapanga gari na anabaki nyuma. So X was just another matatu in line, by the way. So anapanga, anaelekea. So you and X are just on the same, you're just the same. I mean, Claire Adachi says, aki mapenzi wewe, aki love, aki mapenzi. Kuna vile, Kipro Roda. Nyanduko Nyabuto, I still can't stop laughing. Na imagine wewe na Pan, akipanda nduthi. Nduthi ama hata ni hizo basi, hata nduthi yako anafuata.
Kipro ameongeza story. I used to walk from, people are going to class, me I'm going with my Pan to cook chapati. Anyway, ni sawa tu. Na to move on.
Chapati ya makaa. Na gas ni yake.
Gas ni yake. Sikuwa na beba gas.
Okay. Wewe unaweza beba. Romy Roy, karibu sana SugarStock. Nyanduko yawa bidii nayo kumshow you are the woman. Proverb 31. Someone tell me what Proverb 31 says, by the way.
The Proverbs 31 woman.
Moving on. Nyanduko, shut up. Evelyn Jengiri born present. Nyanduko kwani unataka kuningililia? Kerubo says tulisema Nyanduko akuje na hiyo bag alitumia kubeba Pan. As clowns we need to take notes. Next time, by the way, tutamwambia lete. We need to have a look at it. Anyway, guys, remember it's #gastalk. Remember it's #heartsinat. We're talking about the clowning moments, the stupid, weirdest thing you've done for love. As we take the last comment from Wycliffe Dimo Gaddafi, welcome to the building. We are napanga tu hapa. Love you. Thank you for being here. Heart in heart. #what if she's a baby mama? Utatoka na dirisha ukiingia yote. Ukiingia yote. Oh my, this is a big one. Okay, we need to read this. Huyu ni Elsie. Yule Elsie. That's the 9 months we were discussing. Elsie is here, guys. We need to listen to this. That's the 9 months we were discussing the right thing. So I was 100% sure that we were on the same page. But hiyo swali haulizi. I got tired of asking. Nikasema wacha tu tuone where this is going. Me clowning myself until I saw what was really happening. Like she said, ikifika 3 months, guys, just ask, what are we doing here? Tunafanya
3
nini?
days. 3 days, Frida. 3 days. Not 3 months.
3 days.
3 days.
Oh yeah, 3 days. Sorry, 3 days. Kita says, welcome to the building again. What a guy did for me. He climbed the wall to my first floor bedroom of my hostel in the middle of the night just because I didn't want to go out to a nightclub. 30 minutes later, I had to tell him to jump to get out because neighbors called police thinking a thief made an intrusion. I made him come back next day. Oh my goodness. You're the clown in your man. That one from Kita is taking us on a short break before we get back because that's a man clowning. We're taking a very short break. We are getting back to the gossip corner, and this is the Jewest of them all because we are listening to clowning moments from men. My goodness, you don't want to miss on this. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Hey, tumerudi to break, yani studio mmeamua tu turudi to break. Anyway, guys, we are back, and this time round we are talking. We are in the gossip corner. We are talking about clowning moments from men. So, any man here, please tell us what are some of the clowning things you've done, the weirdest, stupid things you've done for love. So let's take a look at our first guy who decided to share his story on some of the clowning moments he had. Take a look.
Very many things that I've done because of love. But, the most weirdest one was I traveled all the way from Kimilili to Mombasa to meet a lady that I had met on Facebook because in my view I felt that I was so in love. So she told me that I should travel and go and meet her. So I summed up some little savings that I had and traveled all the way to Mombasa to meet this chick. Guess what? It was a scam. She was non-existent. It was a ghost. It was a man who was using somebody else's account to solicit money from men. In my view, that is the most weirdest and most stupidest thing I've done because of love.
A moment of silence for Derek was.
Yes. You know, love doesn't have, you need director, but there is a whole director. Like in Zitu amefanya uku. Love does not choose. So this guy had to move. Kimilili ko Kitale, by the way, just in case you don't know where Kimilili is. It's like worlds apart, Kimilili and Mombasa. It's like, who all the way. And then I realized it's a ghost.
Non-existent. He's a man. He's a man.
It's a man.
He's a man. He's a mubaba. He's a whole mubaba. Derek went to see a mubaba.
You know, I was very curious about this story and actually was like, you know what? Watch out to follow. Watch out to follow nijue umepata ni mbaba. Then what happened? You've traveled all the way from Kitale. Amechukua savings. Kwanza, listen to that bit. He used his savings. Of course, akachukua kaenda nayo kama fare. Akafika Mombasa, realize this person who they've been communicating on Facebook is a guy. Now and then he says, ilibidi arudi, because now kwanza when you umeenda kuona hayuko, so you have to go back. Then he's a guy. Like, what would you do? Would you get there? Nyanduko, would you feel like you get there where you go and define hata si chali unaenda kuona ni dem, ni Frida, una meet Frida huko.
First of all, a personal rule that I have, I do not do blind dates. I cannot do a blind date. So unless we have met, I cannot come to meet a person I've never met. It happened once and I told myself, never ever again. I had put a nice profile photo. We were meeting for lunch. He's like, where are we meeting? I'm like, so we meet in town. I get to town. It was a mubaba. You know, when people are drinking nice things, you know, nakunywa dawa. Unajua dawa?
Where drink dawa. What are you trying to say about dawa? What are you trying to say?
When people are drinking, you know, the guy is kunywa dawa. Paka ni kama karibu analetewa jiko aote hapo juu ya vile amelemewa na it was hard. And I told myself, this is the last time. I cannot do a blind date. So unless you have met, Frida, before I release this story back to you, a friend of mine did the same thing. Met a chick online. The chick was in Miami. She was a doctor. She's a pediatrician. And then they have been talking for a long time. They get to the point of sending, those photos, the sneaky things for sending. And then the guy, they have never video called. They have never, they've never had a voice note. They're just ever talking in a text. The chick is like, I'm busy, I'm working. Sis, guess who the sister had been sending the nudes to? To a nigga who was selling them on Telegram.
Oh my goodness. But then if you're not careful, you might find yourself out there. Noreen, when I followed up with Eric, he said that you need like after kufika ulifanya nini. Then he tells me that apparently the supposed guy girlfriend sent the brother to meet him and asked for shopping. Karibu wachape jamaa huko kwa super. What's your take on this, Noreen?
I know. To be honest, Mukinya is difficult. Lakini sasa, okay, assuming umepanda Mukinya kutoka Kitale, like you use bus from Kitale to Mombasa. Alafu mtu anakuambia ati meet my brother. Aki, we are so sorry for that. My question.
Derek, sorry. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
But then
the same thing Nyanduko talked about it. Your story kwenda kumit Mubaba for a date. Ile kitu ningekwambia. Ungesimama, okay, this will not have happened your time, but I'm connecting it to what Nyanduko said. Nyanduko ametuambia she met someone, then going for a date. Nyanduko ungesoma kwa polyestima kwanza.
Uangalie.
It was in a hotel. I don't meet people on the road, tafadhali. So it was in a hotel, like someone had already sat down, and then unaingia, you're looking for him. It's like, oh, the photo, that is my son.
That's your son? Nyanduko? What am I clown?
But I still went there and ate. I cannot pass on free food.
And because of that, Noreen decided to freeze on us. Kitale ni matunda bus. Aki 13 hours za kuchoka only to see a Mubaba. And by then he had to go back now. Because now mtu amekuja kuona hayuko, ametumia savings maisha. Inabidi arudi. So he had to go back. Let's hear what people have to say on the comment section on this story. Because my goodness, Derek Waswa. But if you know Derek, enda umwangalie huko juu. Ai, manze una clown. Umeclown Derek. Kipro Roda, mapenzi ya Facebook is not always a scam. Lakini ya Derek, hiyo nayo ilikuwa scam. That was a scam. Mubaba. Ai, hapana. Ann.S. Lumasai, Derek was in love with Mbaba.
A whole man.
Robbie Roy, Paul and Ndugu, the best thing ukutuma fair, at least ulienda. And I think that's why alisaidika. Alikusaidika ama akusaidika. Jo angetuma fair ingekuwa better, by the way. Angetuma fair, it would have been better.
He traveled. Alichoka.
He was following love, but it turned to be a ghost. Yeah, clearly that was a ghost, by the way. That's a weird one, by the way. That's really a weird one. Which if Gaddafi says, #heart in heart, nikijipata kwa situation ya wasa, na change gender.
Wali.
Una change gender, Jumanze. Alafu, after that, tell us what will happen. Claire says, are you sure hiyo si scam? Alikuwa Fatma, Mompatha. Imagine, all the way to Mompatha. By the way, huko kuna mama. Hata unaweza unapatane na paka badala ya mtu. Claire decided to laugh at her.
Hi Claire.
Claire, umesalimwa sana Nyanduko. Naona mnajuana, ni vizuri kukua hapa. Please says #heart. Kwani Derek hata hakuitisha nudes? Ni hata si nudes. My swali is, kwani hakuitisha picha? Lakini picha doesn't mean anything. So kutumia za system.
Pictures. We have met someone who was using Atuoli's daughter photos. You cannot huwezi kaa ufikirie useme wacha ni Google msichana wa Atuoli.
Yeah.
And then the dude was using Maria Atuoli's photos. Vibaya sana.
And men are using their savings, man. Seka like a saving ulikuwa na Kenya. Me, I don't think I'll use my saving by that. No. Ni save hivi alafu ni hivyo tu nipatane na Mbaba. Hapana. Kipro Roda says, Gasto, that's in heart. Aki Derek, I don't feel sorry for you. Wacha nicheke, and if I ever meet you, bado nitacheka. Hata endelea na kicheko. Victor Mogona, Noreen Ambata, you need to get Joshua Masese a wife. Okay. Nimekwama hapo. Noreen, your story najua unaijua. I guess hiyo acha tu float tu Nyanduko, are you floating?
Very much. I am in the air, like a hot air balloon.
Yes. Kerubo says we need to keep friends so that we ask them for relationship advice, then do the exact opposite.
Yes, this friend of mine, this Kerubo, this chick. Yes, you ask for advice that you don't follow, and then they go and discuss with your man. Unajua Nyanduko aliniambia nikuache.
Alafu unarudi, unakuwa wewe ndio unakaa fala, wanaanza kudiscuss wakisharudi. Rame says si mapenzi inauma sometimes, Aki, by the inauma. So thank you, Derek, for sharing your story with us. We really loved it, and we are like, boss, I hope hautafanya hiyo kitu tena. By the way, as we take the last comment here, the only time when friends are not invited in a relationship is during your honeymoon or when making serious family decisions, or if they are negative influence to any of your partner. But if they are negative influence to any of your partner, are they your friends? What's this definition of a friend that you were like, this is my friend? Noreen, beste yako ni nani?
Beste yangu ni mtu mwenye, okay, she should be a person who celebrates me, both in my achievements. Unajua, we can celebrate together. She's happy for me, then I'll be happy for her. I'll tell you a story that I know for sure it happened, where a chick, Nyanduko and I are friends. So I can't tell Nyanduko, do you know what? Okay, I'm getting married to so and so, and Nyanduko anajua, that guy is Malisafi, you know. So Nyanduko has another friend of mine. Okay, we are a group of friends, 3 of us. Nyanduko, Ida, and Noreen. Let us use our own example. So I'm telling you, this is the guy I'm getting married to. Of course, you know, we've been meeting. Kumbe, Nyanduko and Ida, why is Noreen getting married to this handsome man? This is a true story, but I'm just trying to bring in new people. So, these 2 ladies decide, we go to the same church and all that, let's pray. But our prayer is, we are praying to make sure that Noreen and Mr. X break up. Si tunataka umse. It's kwa freedom kwa Nyanduko. Tunaweza share. You get? So that was the situation. By the way, it happened. Una get? But surprisingly, this lady aliwed. She wedded. The 2 ladies walifura, like they couldn't.
So the lady wedded the guy or another guy, the same guy?
So this guy, okay, Mr. X married Noreen.
Okay.
And now
finally.
wamekuja wedding ya Mr. X na friend. And imagine the 2 of you, you've been fasting and praying that
Wachane.
God does not answer such prayers. God will not answer such prayers. God will punish you in your prayer.
And if he's going to leave, if Mr. X is going to leave Noreen for Frida, how sure are you he's not going to leave Frida for Nyanduko if you guys are friends? I have an issue with a man who would leave me for my close friend. I mean, it says a lot about you as a person than anything else.
You lose them how you get them. You lose them how you get them.
How you get them?
If you got it from
your friend,
else, it's gonna leave you for someone else.
But siku hizi, by the way, hakuna mwenye ako single. Lazima upate kutoka kwa mtu mwingine.
Lakini usinyang'anye mtu. Lakini pia wakunyang'anywa.
I actually don't believe in kunyang'anya. Anyway, friends, acha tu nisingie discussion. We need to have a discussion on that. Is there anything like kunyang'anya mtu? Does this man know what he wants for him to come for you or the other person? But waswa enyewe hapo umetuweza, and someone says keep friends. You never know what will happen. Unaweza amka kesho manze, mmeachana, mmeharibika. What do you do? Before you take a short break, let's read what people have to say. Shikote Omongo says Derek Vane. kujaga men's
men's
conference
conference.
nani enda men's conference acha kuhata hizi conferences. Joshua Mutua, there's a group of friends who capitalize on your weaknesses. Ati Frida, and advise you negatively. I agree, but I feel like you as a person need to know who are your true friends. Then Kipro Roda says #GatsInHeart, #GasTalk. The worst mistake I have ever done ni kuataka fellow chick that was and he's dating my then boyfriend. Aki hata wa leo usikia tu kuishi chini ya bed. Ladies, always deal with your boyfriend, husband, tuachane na madem. Yeah, don't go for your friend. Go, if it's your man, go for your man. But if you're my friend, then it's you I would be able to if you are my friend in this position. But if you're now dealing with my man and you're another chick, then I deal with you as a man, right, Nyanduko?
True. You did not see how these two women, the Jamal women, the way they were embarrassing each other on social media, and the man was just calm and collected and apelekea huyu flowers leo kesho flowers because they chose to deal with each other instead of dealing with the man.
If they dealt with the man, I agree.
Me and that chick have met up and and embarrassed the man because he was like trying to play both of us, and we were friends, and we went and we were like the hours.
Hiyo story tutasikiza another day. Hey, Nyanduko umefanya vituko huko. Anyway, we're taking a very
I can write a book.
I know you need to. We're taking a very short break. We'll be right back with the second man who gave his story. And this one actually ended onto the positive side. It wasn't as bad. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Everyone tells you to watch out for the following signs and symptoms which might indicate that you are a mental health patient. Everyone gives you a clinical approach on how to tackle your mental health problems. But me, I'm no expert. I'm just an artistic soul with a simple life and a simple approach on how to stay sane in a world designed to drive you insane. Simple, the EP. Enjoy.
Remember, it's #GasTalk, it's #HeartInHeart. We're live on Facebook, HeartInHeart, and then on YouTube, we're live there at the HeartInHeart official. And you can always cut this conversation, even after they've gone off. Go back and watch our episodes. We have Men's Den on Tuesday, we have Family Edition, we have Against All Odds on Sunday. Make sure you catch all these shows on HeartInHeart on Facebook and even on YouTube. Let's take a look at what someone else had to clown on. Nitamani, take a look.
Nikafikiria like what can I do actually ndio in love niko nayo, but I decided to call her mother, who happens to be my mother-in-law. What I did again, sikufikiria nitafanya kitu kama hiyo. Nililia nikampigia mamake simu, what hazikuwa zinatoka, but alikuwa anasikia kichilia na huzunika, so hata hapo nijibu nikabaki tu nimemwambia. I remember my last word for her ilikuwa, mama, nampenda msichana wako sana, hata akinikataa bado nitakurespect kama melo na nitazidi kukupenda. So decision yote niliachia mtoto wake, which baadaye iliwork, and I truly appreciate it. I believe love yenyewe is a more, but at the end, if it's true love, itaipata because it was meant for you.
Apologies for the audio, it wasn't as good. Some of you might not have gotten that, but what this guy did is he traveled all the way to Sicily. I think it was Sicily, and when he got there, he was supposed to meet the girlfriend. The girlfriend just blocked him everywhere. He was not able to access her. He didn't know what to do. So akaamua, labda simu imezima, acha ningoje ya washi simu, you know. 2 days down the line, this chick is still off. And now he had to get into his savings. I don't know what is it with men and saving. He got into his savings, akakunywa juu ya hasira na depression na mental issues za dem kukua mteja. And then after 2 days, he decides, you know what, the best I can do is call the mother-in-law, who was now the mom's chick, and decided, hi, mother-in-law, I love your girl show. And he said, by then he was crying the whole time. But now, this is the point. After calling the mother-in-law, and the message he left was, I love your girl so much, and that's all I wanted to tell you, that napenda msichana wako lakini amenitenda. Imagine they ended up together and they're doing great. Like, what do you think about this story, Nyanduko? 2 days
at least,
of kukunywa.
at least they have a happy ending, you know. Hata with all the shenanigans and the drama and the drinking and all that, some of these stories have a good ending. So at the end of the day, chase love, fuata mapenzi. Kama imekubali, kimbizana nayo. Some of us, wacha tutafute pesa. If you have the ability to chase love, kimbiza mapenzi, choose mapenzi. Wengine wetu wacha to choose mental health, wellness, because mapenzi has shown us everything it has to offer. But at the end of the day, if love is working for you, kimbizana nayo. And do not give up on someone just because they have given you small drama. Come on, you're a short girl, expect drama. No, really, just say something.
Point of noting that Nyanduko is actually a short girl. Nyanduko is a short girl, as she says.
I am brief. I am actually very brief.
No, real. Would you have gone back or would you have waited for 2 days?
I think this Charlie acted maturely, and one thing I've noticed about him, he believed in true love. There is something that he saw that was so special about this lady that he was not ready to let go. So he's a true definition of push. Unajua? Maybe he prayed until something happened.
It happened.
So that's where I'm putting him right now. He believed in this lady. The happy thing is these guys are together right now. Like it worked. So this clowning things that we do, stupidity sometimes it leads you to doing something
the right thing.
You don't regret. You know. You'll not regret. Yes, you love.
He did not pray until something happened. He drank until something happened and cried.
Sorry, I have a question. Do you guys have the men you've dated? Did you have their mother-in-law's numbers? Your mother-in-law's number, sorry, not their mother-in-law. Like uko na number ya chali yako. Like how did you find yourself with the mother-in-law number? Because I was like, wait a minute. You people have your mother-in-law's numbers and you're not married?
Ujawahi ingia chama na mother-in-law, Frida?
I think I have a story that you know the way ladies say ati, you know, I cannot approach a guy Jumini dem my friend. Mimi nilikuwa nimetaka huyu Charlie for a long time, and I'm like, the moment I'll meet you, hata kama nitakuwa kwa relationship ingine, my friend, hiyo ingine wacha ishie huko. Mimi tu na wewe, wherever you go, where you go, I will go. So I happened to
Gloria Muliro is you.
Ngoja. So I happened to bump into him on social media. Nikamwambia, I texted him, hi. It went. So actually, I'm the one who approached him. Like,
okay.
No, not like that. Can we be in love or something? But I'm the one who did this thing. You know.
Okay.
So talking to someone, making him engage nini. So relationships zilikatika both sides, and now 2 people coming together, and so I got nilimanage kupata number ya mzazi wake.
Okay.
Please, I want to send you to our place. Enter home, want some things to be sent to me because he wasn't in the country. So I need some things to be sent to me. Mimi huyo nimeshapanda gari, nimeenda kwao. I got everything that he needed and I sent to him. I was so happy. So that's how I got the number. And until today,
your good friends, ama your boyfriend. Your story trustkiza another day. But not really, we know you with the
mom.
Let me ask you a question. Sasa after umewachana, do you delete the mother's number? Ama what do you do with it?
No.
Unaeka.
You keep it.
What? I'm watching.
No, I'm not talking about your situation. If yours worked out well and good and we are happy for you. But now, after mumeachana na huyu mtu, after Frida umeachana na Eshuchi, do you delete Eshuchi's mother's number? Do you? Where do you take the number?
Me, one thing is,
you not delete that number. You'll be calling to
you'll be calling her and telling her, hi mom, please.
No.
kijana wako aliniacha kwa sababu ya hii. So you're trying to seek attention from the mother, ndio the mom akutetee kwa
the man.
Mimi
baadaye hapo siko. Kwanza hata hiyo mother-in-law's number, I don't think I'll have it unless we are married. But we are dating. I don't know how I got to a point where I get your mother-in-law's number. But on Noreen case, I understand. Ulitumwa. Noreen akona tabia ya kutravel. Anyway, I don't know how you end up getting, but it worked for him. Good for them. I mean, patience pays, I hear. Patience pays. You need patience in your sinanga. But let's hear what people have to say on the comment section. And you watu wamesikiza isuru wako like, hey, Eshuchi Lumumba, welcome from Men's Den. Yani Noreen, wewe ni mkatianaji.
She's the cutter. She broke another relationship. Alisema she broke another relationship.
No, ni vizuri kujiongelelea. Ni vizuri kujiongelelea.
Roger. Sasa mtaita mama ya boyfriend mother-in-law. Sawa. How are we supposed to call her, by the way? Si mother-in-law Likuyani Eli says Nyanduko Nyabuto, uko sure ni Eshuchi Lumumba unaongelelea na Frida Nguku ama ni wewe?
It was so funny. Likuyani Eli. Get busy. Studio.
Guys. Eshuchi Lumumba is one of the men from Men's Den, and we have Men's Den every single Tuesday. So tune in every single Tuesday at 9:30 utamjua huko. Sarah Jojo says aache kutuchanganyisha.
Nani Sarah?
Nafikiria ni Noreen. Rhoda says he is a true definition of foolishly in love. By the way, he drank his savings and waited and decided to call the mother-in-law. Claire alikulisha block everywhere. Aki mapenzi wewe. This lady was testing, I think she meant testing this guy if he was real. Kudos guy for the courage of reading out to the man. What if the lady was somewhere else with the ex? You know, they saw that picture. Princess Wekesa says, Avat Amiri, ulitoa wapi namba ya mother-in-law wako? Hata mimi nataka kujua. That was my question, by the way. Where did you get your mother-in-law's number? You're not even married. You guys are dating.
Not your mother-in-law. She's your boyfriend's mother.
Yes. Tumeambiwa. Godwin S. Segera Shagastok, Nyanduko Nyabuto. The things you've done kwa hii maisha makes me think, how old are you? Experience detected. Sometimes it's never about the age, by the way. It's the experience that this lady has really gone through.
Development naweza chapu hata na siku tatu, my friend. It's never
by
about
the way. Kerubo says Nyanduko Nyabuto kupitia nayo umepitia. Ai, by the way,
tumepitia na Kerubo Nderi tumepitia na yeye, wacha tu atawapi.
Makomere Gilbert says that Derek akuje Men's Den for lessons. Derek aingie Men's Den on Tuesday. Derek ni ule wa Waswa, ule mwenye alienda kumita ghost. Yeah, you need to join Men's Den for some lessons. Ni ule wa Mbaba. Albert Amiri Ame says ati Princess Wekesa. Yes, I think I respond to.
Ameanza mapenzi ya Facebook.
Hapa kwa comment section. You never know, your lover could be here. The good thing about coming for Girls Talk, maybe your boyfriend is here. Anyway, as we finish up, Noreen, what's your take on clowning moments that end up in a good way, and also clowning moments that you're like, you know what? What's your take on that?
What I'll say right now, I'll be very brief. If you know that you're doing something, or you did something and it ended up well, and you look at it and you're like, Aki, this is so stupid. Yeah, it was stupid, but it was the best decision. It was the best stupidity that you chose to make you where you are. So it is good to be stupid at times, but now learn from the stupidity and grow from it. So on the other side, this is a place where we learn. This is a place where we entertain. This is a place where we inform, we educate. We inform, we educate, and all these things are found in Girl Talk. So if you have seen something that we did and you've never done that for love, and you're listening to our regrets right now and it was so wrong, please, it is just an opportunity for you to learn and say, I'll not take Frida's way. I'll not take Frida's way because I don't want to be hurt the same way Frida was hurt. Okay? That is my take.
Amazing. Learn, pick up the lesson from Girls Talk and roll with it. All right. Nyanduko, 254.
Yeah, the 254. There's a very thin line. There's a very thin line between love and madness. So make sure you do not cross that line, because once you cross it, you're a goner. I'm done. Drops mic. Back to you, Frida.
Nenuko just said there's a very thin line between love and madness. Guys, I would say, if you do something and it works for you, good for you. If it doesn't work for you, it's still an experience. I mean, the things you've done that made you learn, of course, propel you to a better position in life. You do better in life and you make better decisions. And that's what life is. Life ni kulearn na kuunlearn, learn and unlearn. And I know we're so used to learning. Let's learn to unlearn. There are things you used to believe in. You're like, you know what? I think that will be clowning. Anyway, guys, remember we are always on Facebook. Heart in Heart on YouTube is the Heart in Heart official. Every Wednesday we are here, me and my awesome co-host Nyanduko and Noreen, and we talk about issues that affect us as women. So always join us at 9:30 and bring your comments, bring your experiences. Let's talk, let's engage. Until next time, goodbye and see you next week.
2014, beloved comedian and actor Robin Williams died by suicide, tragically bringing to light a major public health issue that is more widespread than most people realize. Each year, over 800,000 people die from suicide, roughly one death every 40 seconds. And for every adult who dies of suicide each year, it's estimated that over 20 more have made suicide attempts.
This is National Youth Council Kenya. We Spread Truth Africa on September the 10th. We commemorate the World Suicide Prevention Day at the Rehabilitation Center of Operation 612. As National Youth Council, together with our partner Spread Truth and all other stakeholders, is a moment for us to do reflections. What is it that we are doing to actually prevent suicide? And this, as Hamisi has said, we have achieved this through the Kikao platform. So the Kikao model provides an opportunity for the young people to actually sit together and discuss about the challenges they are facing. But the most unique thing about Kikao is that in the same platform, the same safe space, young people are able to come up with solutions towards the challenges we are facing in the country. And that's why we've done this across the country, providing those safe spaces for the young people to actually come up with the solutions that are affecting us. In commemorating this day, there are so many needs that we need to look at as a society together. There is need as a society, as a country, first of all, to identify and understand that actually suicide is a problem. It's a contemporary problem that young people are battling with, and that we need all of us to unite in fighting this. And that realization alone calls each one of us and calls us to action.
And also, Roy, there is a need for us to be a brother's keeper.
Mental disorders are also a major risk factor, and the suffering and despair that lead to suicide can actually be increased by feelings of isolation and aloneness. Because of that, connectedness is crucial to individuals who may be vulnerable.
But also, Roy, there is a need in the country for us to be our brother's keeper. Because we know with the pandemic, it has brought a lot of isolation. It has brought a lot of social distancing among the young people and each other. But we know that we need to be our brother's keeper. In that way then, not only are we going to prevent, but we're going to eliminate completely suicide in Kenya.
That calls all of us to action. That mental wellness campaign, advocacy, is our individual responsibility collectively as a society. And that's why in Kiswahili we say, Nikufariji,
unifariji,
tufarijiane.